Competition consisting of swimming, gymnastics, and many other events is open to anyone 8 years of age or older. Volunteers and donations are desperately needed, so please call 866-6040 or write to Herkimer County BOCES in East Herkimer.
That's fine, no problem.
How effective has the statewide I Love New York media campaign been? We sent Kaleidoscope's John Breffel out to ask area residents.
Hi, I'm John Breffel reporting for Kaleidoscope. We're interviewing people on the street today. This is Ron Sellers. Ron, you live in the Mohawk Valley. Do you love New York?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Why do you like it?
It's nice, you know. I like the snow and I like the sun. Got everything, you know.
Thanks a lot, Ron.
Okay.
Enjoy. You live in the Mohawk Valley, sir. Do you love New York?
No, I don't.
Could you tell us why?
The weather reminds me too much of Germany.
You were in Germany.
For a while.
Would you rather be in Germany?
No.
Where would you like to be?
California.
Sir, you live in the Mohawk Valley. Do you love New York?
I don't live in Mohawk Valley.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. What do you like about New York?
New York City or
New York State.
New York State? Well, you know, it's a lot of country, you know. I'm used to the city life.
What do you like to do here in the Mohawk Valley?
Mostly play ball, go to school, talk to a few girls that's up here, you know.
I love New York.
What do you like about New York?
The scenic part.
New York City or New York State?
Sir, you live in the Mohawk Valley. Do you love New York?
I love New York.
What do you like about New York?
Well, I like being able to go down into the city and see any kind of art shows or anything of the sort. I like being able to come around here into the mountains. I like being able to have different types of climate throughout the state. And basically, I just enjoy New York. I was born here.
Yes, I love New York.
What in New York turns you on?
What in New York turns me on? The fast pace, nice people. Some of the nice people. Well, you know, you have your types all over the place.
But basically, you like New York?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my mother.
You live in Mohawk Valley. Do you love New York?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
What is it about New York that you like?
The people.
The people and the scenic beauty, the diverse beauty.
Very good. The people. I agree.
I love New York.
What about New York do you like?
I like the girls, the beer. It's a good time.
Yeah, I love half of New York, the male population half.
Is there anything else about New York you like?
I like sunshine. We got New York sunshine now.
I like New York. It's all right. You know, it's the only part of New York I like, though, is from Speculator up. You know, because down here in the valley, it's just too depressed. You know, people just don't get along the way they should.
Okay, thanks a lot.
As you probably noticed, a couple of those replies were very interesting. Lee, what's next?
Coming up next, the Herkimer County Dairy Princess competition after this message.
Lung disease kills and cripples. It's striking a countless number of victims every day. We, the American Lung Association of Mid-New York, are fighting this disease, but we need your support. If you are a health professional, your volunteer time would be of great benefit to the victims of emphysema or other types of lung disease. But more importantly, we need your financial support. The American Lung Association is funded through Christmas seal contributions, so please give while you can.
Recently, the new Herkimer County Dairy Princess was selected out of a number of hopeful young ladies. We sent Kaleidoscope reporter Ed Griffin into the competition, where he talked to last year's winner and covered this year's.
Ed Griffin for Kaleidoscope, and tonight we're at the General Herkimer Motel, where the Herkimer County Dairy Princess Banquet's being held. And with me right now is Susan Maurer, who is the New York State Dairy Princess. How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay, for some of the people who don't really understand what you have to do to become the New York State Dairy Princess, could you explain it a bit?
All right. First, you have to start off, and you have to be the daughter of a farmer who is processing milk at the moment. And from there, you compete in competition for the County Dairy Princess, and from the county level, you head on for the state level. And I was chosen as a State Dairy Princess in last August.
Okay, and what were your duties exactly as a Dairy Princess of the state?
Well, I attended the New York State Fair for several days, and from there I traveled out to Buffalo and went to their International Milk Days, and from there I came home for a few days and I've been going to Syracuse and Rochester, Buffalo. I've been to several big cities, and I attend cooperative meetings and banquets, things like that.
Have you really benefited or enjoyed the time that you have spent this year?
Oh, I've definitely benefited from it, and I have enjoyed it. It has been a good time.
What plans do you have for after now that your reign is stopping? What will you do now?
Well, I'm working right now, and I'm going to settle right down and do a good job at my work, I hope, after it's all over with.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah.
In the 1978 Herkimer County Dairy Princess Contest, the alternate was Lori Tasovic of RD1, Poland, New York. The alternate job is very important because in case Miss Herkimer County goes on to become the Dairy Princess of New York State, the alternate would take over the Herkimer County duties. And now the big moment. The new Herkimer County Dairy Princess is Melinda Dye of Round Top Road in West Winfield. Melinda is now eligible to enter the New York State Dairy Princess Contest, which will be held in Syracuse. For Kaleidoscope, I'm Ed Griffin.
Is a very successful musical which was first produced on Broadway in 1950. HCCC's Lyric Theater is now in the process of many rigorous rehearsals to bring this show to you. Here with that story is Jerry Duell.
Hello, I'm Jerry Duell, reporting for Kaleidoscope, and we're here at the Herkimer County Community College Little Theater to interview Director of Guys and Dolls, Mr. John Paluca, who's musical director here at HCCC. Mr. Paluca, could you give us a little history of Guys and Dolls?
Guys and Dolls was first produced in 1950 in New York City. Very successful show. Was later made into a movie with Marlon Brando and is currently playing on Broadway in a new version, which is still attracting audiences. Very popular show.
Mr. Paluca, could you tell us a little bit about the cast involved here at Guys and Dolls production at HCCC?
Well, there's about 30 students total involved in the cast, and another several students involved in the crew and staging aspects.
Could you tell us a little bit about the people playing the lead roles?
Well, playing the lead roles are, first of all, Nathan Detroit is being played by Barney O'Rourke, and Sky Masterson, the other male lead, is being played by Mike Blazel. The two female leads, Adelaide and Sarah, are played respectively by Monica Stevens and Jerry Croup.
How much work is involved in putting on a production like this?
Especially in the last 3 or 4 weeks, very intense rehearsals. Today, we were here rehearsing from 3 to 6, and several students, about one half the cast, is back tonight working. We're going to work from 7 till 9 or 10. And like we have rehearsals scheduled for all Saturday afternoon, all Sunday afternoon on the weekend. And in the very last 3 weeks, as I said, really intense, a lot of maybe 4 or 5 hours a day rehearsals.
Okay. How do you motivate such a large number of people to come out here every night and just try to put forth, their best to make this production a success?
Well, first of all, the show, I think, is a really fine show. I mean, the music is excellent. The story is funny, excellent. I think a show like this is just interesting for people to get involved in and to be participating with. Yeah, I guess just that's the main reason.
Could you tell us a little bit about the music used in this production?
The music, well, both the music and lyrics were written by Frank Lesser, and there's a wide variety. of music. There's a Salvation Army hymn tune. There's love songs sung by the Leeds. There's a rapid patter song sung by Adelaide. There are some male chorus numbers, some female chorus numbers in which they dance. Just a wide variety, I think, of songs sung by various groups, and the music itself differs, like I said, from a Salvation hymn tune to love songs. And
this is your first production here at HCCC. Are you having any troubles meeting deadlines or anything like that?
Well, I think with any show, it always undergoes frustrating moments, and times look very black, and everyone wonders if the show will pull through. And I think this is part of any show. And this being my first production, I mean, perhaps there'll be more of this share of difficulty, but I'm confident the show will pull through. I think we have a very talented cast working, and I think very fine people working with the show. And working together, me with them, I think we're going to pull it off.
Mr. Palooka, could you tell us the time this production is going to be held?
May 12th, Friday, May 12th, and Saturday, May 13th, at 8 o'clock each night here in the College Theater.
This is Jerry Croup, who plays the female lead of Sarah in Guys and Dolls. Jerry, could you tell me a little bit about your role in the show?
Well, Sarah's, her official name is Sergeant Sarah Brown, and she is the mission lady in the show. She's a very prim and proper lady. And she goes through the streets of Broadway trying to convert all the gamblers and the sinners and have them come to the Save a Soul mission. And through the course of the show, she falls in love with Sky, who is the other male lead, who is a gambler, and he has come seeking refuge, supposedly, but it's actually on a bet. And she falls in love with him, and there's the big quarrel scene, and at the end they finally end up getting married, and she has converted Sky.
How does it feel to play a lead in a major role such as this?
Well, it's really an honor. This being my first semester at HCC, I really didn't expect when I went out for the part to get a lead, but it's really an honor. A lot of work, but it's an honor.
Does the pressure ever build up on you, like, to get your part memorized and done?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like during rehearsals, there's always flubbed lines, and, director kind of says, memorize your lines, and you kind of get uptight, but it's all, has to do with the show and everything. It's normal.
Do you feel the production is moving along smoothly?
Yes, I do. I really feel it's going well, and we ought to have a fantastic show, the way things are going.
This is Barney O'Rourke, who plays the role of Nathan in the production Guys and Dolls. Could you tell us a little bit about your part?
Yeah, well, I'm a New York gambler, and I set up crap games. It's kind of like I set up the floating crap games, and I had a lot of trouble setting up the last one, and that's how the show turns around.
How does it feel to play a lead in a show such as this?
Well, I played leads in other shows, and it's about the same. I really enjoy it.
So you're past the pressure, aspect of it all.
Yeah.
Do you feel the show is moving along smoothly?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's about what we planned right now. We had to cut a little, but we had to. It was a little bit of the time is of the essence. It's a little tough to judge time.
This is Mike Blaso, who plays the role of Sky Masterson in the role of Guys and Dolls. Mike, could you tell us a little bit about your role in the play?
Well, I'm supposedly one of the leading gangsters, and I fall in love with one of the mission dolls, and I have to trick all the other fellas, all the other gangsters, into going down to the mission to save their souls, just so I can fall, so that I get the mission doll to love me back.
Do you think it takes any certain quality to play a lead role in a production like this?
Well, it takes a lot of time.
How do you like working with Mr. Palooka? Seeing this is his first production, is everything going along smoothly?
Well, it's got its rough points. It's a lot of time, but Mr. Palooka really knows his stuff, so it makes it a lot easier on everybody.
This is Monica Stevens, who plays the part of Adelaide in the production Guys and Dolls. How does it feel to work a lead in a production such as this?
It's a real thrill. I've never had a lead before.
Does it take a lot of time in the, the actual putting together of the show?
Almost too much time, but if you enjoy the part, you put as much time into it. It's like every weeknight and the afternoons and weekends.
Could you tell us a little bit about your part in the show?
I play Adelaide. I'm an airhead. I have no real brains, but some common sense. She's your typical New Yorker, cute, dumb blonde, except I'm not blonde. She just doesn't have any, horror sense at all. I mean, any intelligence.
Is the pressure building up now at the final weeks, just starting to wind down, or
Oh, yeah.
It's still going pretty smooth?
I am losing my mind because all the teachers feel as if they've got to just give you all sorts of homework, and with homework and projects and the show, I don't have any time for myself. I just have time to go home, have dinner, and come back up to school again.
This is Eleanor Carswell, who is helping putting together the production of Guys and Dolls. Could you tell us your actual role in the shaping of the play?
Well, we started working on the choreography now, and the girls have had a rehearsal. And while I'm not here, Nancy Hart will be taking over on the rehearsals. And they've just started, and we've got 1.5 dance complete as of right now.
Do you usually help out in theatrical productions like this?
Yes, I've done several in the Valley. And I was a former member of the Chris Allner School of Dancing here, and have taught in Frankfurt and at the Y, and I'm presently working at BOCES also. And I'm very happy to be involved in this.
Well, I'd like to wish you the best of luck with the choreography on the show, and I'll try to see you there opening night. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Jerry Duell for Kaleidoscope.
Guys and Dolls will be presented in the College Theater Friday and Saturday, May 12th and 13th at 8 p.m. What's next, Bob?
A local performer makes good after this.
The historic Mohawk Valley, the birthplace of democracy. The relics of General Herkimer and other heroes can be seen throughout our valley. Plan a visit to the roots of our nation, a trace of the revolution, a trace of American heroism.
Pantomime, the art of telling a story without words. John Salomon Jr. of Frankfurt, a very successful young mime, recently performed his art at Herkimer County Community College. Kaleidoscope talked to him, and he had this to say.
John, how did you decide to start in pantomime? What got you interested?
The first time I saw a mime up here.
Up here in Herkimer County Community College? Oh, in Frankfurt. You're originally from Frankfurt.
Yes, I am.
How long have you been working as a pantomime artist?
5 or 6 years.
Okay.
I've been studying for 7 years.
Okay. Do you travel much around the United States to perform?
Yes, I do.
Where have you been lately?
Where have I been lately?
Yeah.
Well, I just came back from backstage. It was all right back there.
No, I hear you performed out in the Midwest just recently.
In Ohio, Michigan, Indiana. Wants me, but I can't go back there.
Does the traveling get to be pretty hazardous and a lot of time and
winter?
How do you? I saw you this afternoon up to school here, and you got a lot of people laughing and everything. Is that your main motivation to keep performing? Just to, for the laughs, for the people's reaction?
Yes, it is.
John is quite a talent. Considering he's only 25 years old, he's well on his way in a tough business, with hope of someday studying under probably the famous mimes Marcel Marceau, and someday having his own school of pantomime.
What do Herkimer College seniors have planned for their future? We'll find out after this.
The American Red Cross.
We aid victims of disasters by providing clothing and a place to stay.
We offer first aid and water safety courses to qualified people to help in emergencies.
We sponsor blood clinics, so people who need blood get it.
Isn't it nice to know that there's someone there when you need them?
Your good neighbor is the Mohawk Valley chapter of the American Red Cross in Herkimer.
Kaleidoscope asked a few Herkimer County Community College seniors what they will be doing following graduation. This is what they had to say.
I'm Jerry Duell, here for Kaleidoscope. We're up here at the Herkimer County Community College College Center, just finding out what seniors are going to be doing next year. This is Carl Winter, radio TV major here at Herkimer. Carl, what are you going to be doing next year?
I'm going to be going to school in Texas.
What school's that?
East Texas State University.
Are you going to continue in your curriculum that you started here?
Yeah.
Has Herkimer benefited you at all since you've been here?
Yeah, it was easy to get into a four-year school after that.
This is Jeff Lovett, a graduating senior here at Herkimer. Jeff, what are you going to be doing next year?
Well, I plan to go to Oswego State University and major in communication studies.
Do you think Herkimer's benefited you at all since you've been here?
Yeah, I really like the program because I got involved in quite a few broadcasting events.
This is Ann Dorrance, a biology major here at HCCC. And what are you going to be doing next year?
I'm going to environmental science and forestry at Syracuse.
Do you think Herkimer has benefited you at all by coming here first before transferring to a four-year school?
Yes, it has. Environmental science and forestry has accepted all my credits, so I will be going into as a full junior with the same status, the same courses as people who are going into juniors there now.
This is Dave Meyer, a freshman music major here at HCCC. Dave, what are you going to be doing next year?
I'm going to be going to school right here.
Do you like it here?
Yeah, it's all right.
How do you like the people that go to school here? You think they're cool or what?
Yeah, a lot of them, but it's hard to say.
This is Bob Santucci, a radio TV major here at HCCC. Bob, what school are you going to be going to next year?
I hope to go to Geneseo State next year to get my bachelor's in communications.
So you're continuing your curriculum from HCCC?
You might say I'm going for a 2-year vacation to Geneseo. Learn a few things, have a little fun, you know.
Do you think Herkimer has benefited you at all to set you up for a four-year school?
Fantastically. I couldn't speak highly enough about it. I come from Utica, and going to a 2-year school like this has just prepared me to go to Geneseo next year. It's really been a great experience for me.
Okay, thank you. This is Jim Murray, a journalism major here at Herkimer. Jim, what are you going to be doing next year?
Well, I plan on going to Brockport or to SU. I'm not sure right now.
Do you think Herkimer has benefited you at all by going to school here?
Well, I don't think they were too strong in many things, like the business department and the music department. I think they should be a little more strong than they are.
Are you looking forward to the next 2 years in school?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Herkimer's benefited or held you back at all?
It was a good time.
Thank you.
Lacrosse is the oldest sport in North America, having been played by Indians over hundreds of years ago. Today, lacrosse is growing on the college scene as a varsity sport. We sent John Breffel to interview HCCC's lacrosse coach, Tom LaPuma. Here's that story.
Physical Education Building to talk with Mr. Thomas LaPuma, coach of the Herkimer County lacrosse team. Mr. LaPuma, you have a game today against the Hamilton JVs, and so far your record, I understand, is 5-2. Could you tell us a little bit about the team this year?
Well, yeah, I have a nucleus of 22 boys. They've been a great bunch of fellows to work with. We were 5-0 up until last weekend. We lost 2 real good games to Canton, who has an excellent team. They're regional champions last year. And to North Country Community College, who just lost to Canton 12-11. So that should give you some indication of the caliber teams we play. We played 2 excellent games up there, and our record right now is 5-2. And we hope, against Hamilton to up it to 6-2.
Okay. We understand this is only the third year that Herkimer's been playing lacrosse. How do you feel that that this game has had such a build-up and such an interest? You know, how do you get the kids out to play the game when it's only been here for 3 years, and how do you get them to perform this well?
Well, when we first started 3 years ago, it was a club, and since then we've come to a varsity team. Lacrosse is a fun game to play. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of action. It's a great game as a spectator sport. It's really not hard once the person starts to play to keep them on the team. It's a situation where once they learn how to use the stick and learn the game a little bit, they really enjoy playing it. Although the workouts are hard and you have to be in real super shape, generally it's a fun type of game. So I make the analogy of eating potato chips with playing lacrosse. Once you start, you really can't stop, and they really enjoy playing.
I understand you had a game with Union College of Schenectady a while back, and you asked their coach to stick some varsity players in the game to kind of test your team out a little bit. How did that turn out?
Well, what I did is I called the varsity coach at Union, and I asked him if he'd please bring down some varsity players, and what he did is bring down his close defense, 3 defensive men and his goalie, in order to better prepare us for the Canton game, because I knew they were going to be tough and they had an excellent defense. He did, and we were fortunate enough to beat Union, but their goalie played an outstanding game. I think it helped us to getting us prepared for the Canton game. As it turned out, we did win the game, but it was real tough. Their goalie had 24 saves against us and played a fine game.
Okay, we'd like to wish you luck the rest of the year and hope you make the regionals, and thanks a lot for talking with us.
Thank you.
We're talking to Tommy Almani here. Tommy, you did a good job on the face-offs out there. You practice that a lot? What's your major factor out there to do that?
You gotta just be, you gotta anticipate. You have to beat your man. We practice every day about 20 minutes, all the middies to face off.
Richie's looking good out there scoring. Does he usually have a big game?
Richie's a good, strong attack man. He takes the ball, puts in the hoop a lot. It's real good.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Coach LaPuma's squad will be competing in regionals at Cobleskill this weekend. Well, that's our show for tonight. Until next week, for Kaleidoscope, I'm Lee Bumbard.
And I'm Bob Lumpkin. Good evening.